Hey, it's Black Jess, and I'm going to answer a question that relates to a lady, and she just found out her husband has begun studying black magic. And she approached her husband, and he told her it was none of her business. She went to ask another person on a radio show, and it was apparently a Wiccan radio show, and they told her that each person is entitled to their own privacy in their relationship. And very bravely, she's decided to write in to me. And she says that she has no desire to practice magic, but she wants to be reassured that her marriage would be okay if her husband practices magic. Um, there's there's a lot to this, and there's more to this than can be credited than just me talking about this in a video to you, because firstly, I have no idea about your marriage, your background, and your relationship, but I do know one thing through years and years of studying the human psyche and understanding a lot about psychology and human behavior. And that is, when you made a commitment and when your husband made a commitment to a lifetime of exclusivity with you, that means that the only secrecy or privacy in your relationship should be the privacy that is done when you go in the bathroom. When you're talking about privacy when it comes to spiritual practices, we're talking about value systems here. And the practice of magic, while it may not be religion, it's still a way of life. It's still something that you hold value. It's something that's important enough that you're going to have to think about this and really spend some time studying it. It really becomes an important part of somebody's life. And if you can't share that with your significant other, then your relationship isn't going to be strong, and you're probably going to grow apart anyway. And then other influences are going to inevitably break you apart. So what really needs to happen is that you need to go and see somebody that actually understands human behavior. Go and see a professional and get some real advice about living in integrity and in alignment with each other. This isn't to say your husband should stop what he's doing to save the marriage, because he's on his path. And that shouldn't say you should go into following black magic or any type of thing like that. If it's not to your interests, don't do it. And I'm certainly not saying you should break up. What I'm saying is that there should be honesty. And if you really want your husband to be honest with you about what his newfound interest is, then you have to sit there and be able to receive his newfound interests openly, sit there and listen without judgment, and be able to accept and receive, and then be honest enough with yourself and decide whether you can accept that and be able to be proud of your man and support him in his journey, or say with love and compassion, all the best, and it's not for me and I'm on my way. So I hope I answered your question, and anyone else that's out there. I'm not about dragging any person into this. It is your own journey, but I definitely do not believe that any person that makes a commitment to another human being to actually lie and deceive that person, because you're only deceiving yourself, and it only manifests negatively in the individual in horrible ways. Thanks a lot.